Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Welcome to the Party. I'm your host Peyton, and today we are going to get into the Veterans Day spirit by making a blueberry lemon drop with a little twist. All right guys, so for this Veterans Day lemon drop cocktail, you're going to need a few simple ingredients, some simple syrup, lemons, some vanilla icing, your choice of sprinkles. We have these really fun red, white, and blue ones, some red food coloring, strawberries, some fresh blueberries, and we are doing tequila. Even though most lemon drops require vodka, we're a tequila household over here. So do whatever your heart desires, but let's get into it. Okay, first things first, for a Veterans Day cocktail, we are gonna start by taking our cute little martini glasses and decorating them. So we're gonna take our vanilla icing, and we're gonna make a really bold, thick rim to honor our veterans. So we're gonna start off by taking the vanilla icing, and you can do as much or as little as you like, but for us over here at Welcome to the Party, we're just gonna run across with a knife this vanilla icing. And take your time, that way you can go across and make it as neatly as possible. If not, it's not that big of a deal because we're gonna have our pretty little Veterans Day sprinkles covering all this, but okay. Both our martini glasses have the vanilla icing on them. We're then gonna take our fun little sprinkles. And these have like some stars in them, some red and blue festive sprinkles for Veterans Day. So we're gonna just go ahead and put, gently, oh my gosh, the little balls of the sprinkles are bouncing everywhere. Okay, so gently put your sprinkles in the tray because they're getting everywhere. So now that we have a good tray filled up, we're gonna gently start pressing the icing into the sprinkles. And just make sure the whole thing is coated. Oh my gosh. So forewarning, this is gonna make a mess and get sprinkles all over your kitchen, but I feel like it's worth it with how pretty it's gonna look. They have like these, you can see like the thick little balls and the chunky little stars on them. It's the balls for me that are being a problem, which usually isn't the case, but here we are. All right, both martini glasses have the festive little sprinkles on them. Look how cute our Veterans Day glasses look. Oh my gosh. Like I said, sprinkles are going everywhere. These balls and stars are not my friend right now. Next, we are gonna take our blueberries. I would say about doing 10 blueberries per cocktail. So I'm not obviously gonna count out the blueberries. I'm just gonna eyeball this and put a few in a small tray right here. I don't know, I feel like that's about maybe 20. We'll do a few more. We're then gonna take our nifty little muddler and we are gonna go ahead and just slowly start pressing the blueberries into the tray. I personally like muddling my fruit, if I do have to do it for any cocktail, in a tray first, and then dumping it into my shaker or into the cocktail glass. I feel like sometimes when you're muddling it straight into the cocktail glass, you just can't get into it as much. So here we go. And just take your time, go nice and slow. Don't be going super fast or else the juice is gonna squirt everywhere and get all over you and your clothes, and you're gonna be pissed off when you can't get it out in the wash. So don't say I didn't tell you so. All right, so the blueberries are starting to reach this like mushy kind of consistency. I know it looks a little unsettling, but it should look something like this. We're then gonna take our shaker that's already filled with ice, take a little spoon, and we're just gonna slowly put our muddled blueberries into the shaker. And bada bing, bada boom, there we go. we're then gonna add 2 ounces of fresh lemon juice into our shaker. You can do store-bought, but it's not my favorite. I think doing fresh always makes the world of a difference. And we are gonna go ahead and just take 2 lemons, a little measuring cup, and I just squeeze the lemon juice right in here. Don't worry about the seeds because we're gonna use a strainer anyways, so. That just got in my eye. Jesus Christ. All right. Be careful whenever you're squirting that lemon juice so it doesn't get in your eye. Now that I have lemon juice all over my skirt, ounce 2. It's messy and hard work, but it's worth it. Lemon juice is all over my hands, skirt, but at least it's gonna be worth it for this cocktail. We're next gonna take our simple syrup and we're gonna add 2 ounces of simple syrup into our shaker. Here we go. We got 1. And we got 2. We're then gonna put 4 ounces of tequila in this bad boy. Do as much or as little tequila as you'd like. Measure with your heart. Honestly, let's just finish the bottle off. And then, for the fun part, we're gonna add in some red food coloring. You could do blue if you wanted to, but I think the red looks really nice with the blueberries because it kind of has that purpley kind of undertone to it. So we're just gonna add a couple drops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 drops. Could maybe use less, but I want that bright red color for our cocktails. We're then gonna pop the lid on and give this a good little shake. Now that we've shaken this up, we're actually gonna put this to the side before we give it a nice little pour in the cocktail, because we're gonna take our little picks, we're gonna add some blueberries and strawberries to the cocktail glasses. First, I'm gonna just take some strawberries and cut them up into tinier little pieces. That way they look nicely on the glasses. I personally love putting fruit, fresh fruit, with my cocktail because once it's soaked in the alcohol, with the time being that you're drinking it, I feel like it's a nice little treat at the end of your drink to have the soaked fruit at the end. All right, I think that's enough strawberries, honestly. So a little trick when you're doing these picks is to make sure that there's a little bit of room at the beginning and the ends of the picks. Sharp, but that way it sits nicely in the cocktail glasses and it will sit up like so. Because if I packed this thing on, it starts to fall in the cocktail glass, which is fine, but for aesthetic purposes, we do want a little bit of room. Now that we have our concoction shaken up, we're gonna give this bad boy a nice little pour. Ooh. If you like the muddled blueberries, feel free to just kind of shake it in there. You could use a strainer if you really wanted to. I'm just too lazy and don't really care enough, so I'm gonna just shake it in. But that's what's kind of blocking the shaker from pouring all the juice in. All right. And look how pretty that Veterans Day cocktail looks. Okay, guys, for the moment of truth, the taste test. Here we go. I have sprinkles all over me. You taste the lemon, you taste the blueberry. It's very fresh. I feel like the little vanilla icing on the end gives it that sugary taste to kind of top it off. It's very refreshing and super yummy if you just want like a sweet, fruity little cocktail to enjoy your little Veterans Day. Okay guys, that's it for this week's episode of Welcome to the Party. I hope you enjoyed making this Veterans Day lemon drop cocktail. And cheers. Happy Veterans Day, guys. I'll see you next time. Mwah.